And gun violence is now declared a public health crisis in America. The U.S. Surgeon General says it's now the leading cause of death among children and teenagers, more than car crashes or drug overdoses. NBC5's Vi Nguyen shows us the efforts of a local pastor who's trying to address the root causes.
For the first time in history, the U.S. Surgeon General declaring gun violence a public health crisis in America as major cities like Chicago facing yet another violent weekend.
Our children should not have to live in fear that they are going to get shot if they go to school.
Dr. Vivek Murthy warning Americans of the growing problem and laying out the approach to address gun violence across the country.
This includes implementing community violence prevention programs and firearm risk reduction strategies, improving access to mental health care for those exposed to or at risk for firearm violence.
Here on the city's south side,
my prayer and hope is that somehow we can get a hold of it and start to change things around.
Pastor Corey Brooks of New Beginnings Church says his congregation is tackling the problem, offering around-the-clock services and resources, including camp for 300 teens this summer.
This is our largest group this summer, and they're excited, to have a place to go where they're safe.
Since Father's Day, numbers from Chicago police show that 28 children and teens have been shot across the city. The pastor here of this church telling me he is trying to address the root causes of violence and believes a community center in his neighborhood is the answer.
They don't have any activities that are engaging them.
He gave us a tour of the 90,000 square foot facility still under construction. The goal is to open next summer.
$5 more million gets us to where we have to be.
Renderings provided show a state-of-the-art center with classrooms, a movie theater, a swimming pool, and basketball courts.
We want them to be able to have all the activities that young people should be able to have regardless of where they live.
The pastor says more funding is needed and knows in the end this place here could help save a life.
We're going to do our part, and we're going to work hard, and we're going to make Woodlawn a safe place. And we're going to do it with a lot of unity and a lot of love.
In Woodlawn, Vi Nguyen, NBC5 News.
Interesting look. Our thanks to Vi.